Welcome to another session of Facehuggers and Friends. We just survived, perhaps a little more dangerously than we thought we would, an encounter against a strange new alien species. After having solved a problem through excessive use of firearms and several very loud klaxon alarms, the group attracted the attention of three face-hugging worm creatures. The ensuing battle to make sure that they did not get grabbed by the face in a very inappropriate and needed to call Sharon from HR kind of way led to several increases of stress, dangerous moments, and close calls. But our five heroes, along with their rescued new crew member Pionic, all managed to survive with their faces intact. And let me introduce those fine survivors right now, starting with Shay.
Hi, I'm Shay, also known as Amelia Edwards. I play the intrepid pilot character who's usually, even though she's very brave, hanging on to the belt of our Marine Leaf and Bow. I have the history podcast, Rainy Day Rabbit Holes, History Unhinged, where we go over the unhinged history of the American West.
And Steven.
Hello, I'm Steven. I am half of the Midday Movies podcast, where we cover movies through the lens of history and often through our own personal relationships and experience. And I am playing Okamoto Renzo, the company man, who is definitely the most trustworthy person on this.
100%. I've never doubted it for a second.
100%. No reason to doubt him whatsoever.
And how is Okamoto feeling about the helpfulness of his crewmates right now, as some of them ran past him while the worm was trying to grapple his face?
Well, he does have some thoughts about Amelia having left him to the side and Freya having passed on by. He will keep those to himself because he's a tactful person, but he will express his friendship to Lucky because Lucky did come in a clinch, and actually he's feeling pretty good. He's feeling like Lucky really helped him out in a big way. So he's earned Okamoto's respect, which is hard to get.
After that rescue, is Pionic looking like possible intern material?
And Pionic, absolutely. He came in clutch. Pionic, we are looking at him for a possible internship, but not for observational skills, more for quick action. He's not the best at observing, but boy, he can get some stuff done.
And next up, Jason.
I'm occasional guest on my little sister's podcast, the Rainy Day Rabbit Holes. But more importantly, I am playing the role of Freya Jaden, the hard-boiled colonial marshal who does not trust Okamoto at all and is very happy that Leaf and Bow went first last game.
And Kevin.
Hello, I'm Kevin. I am the host of the improv comedy podcast known as Tyrant in Training, which is a weekly podcast that has a guest on each time to talk about how they would rule their own country as a tyrannical ruler in any way they want, malevolent or benevolent. I am playing Tamura Saburo, also known as Lucky. He is a long-time worker at Weyland-Yutani as a space trucking employee. Just, again, another little fact about Lucky. He has never asked for a raise because he thinks if he did, the company might see him as money hungry. So he's never asked for a raise. Can I also make a point about Stephen? And I mean this as a compliment, not a critique. But when you were talking there... It's
clarifying, Stephen or Okamoto?
Oh, Stephen. Yeah. I'm going in on Stephen on this. But when you were describing what happened the last time there, you sounded like you were a sports pundit after a match. Because you were like, and tell me, how did Lucky do? It was great. He came on there in the second half, really provided some wit. Also Pionic, perfect target man up front. Really came in last moment, really sorted out the other forward. Okamoto was really struggling there, I think, with the fullback. Very good. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Thank you. Yeah, no, great hustle from Lucky. Really coming in the fourth quarter.
I hope we can get to the playoffs. If we can reach the playoffs of this podcast, we'll be doing well.
Really showed himself to be a team player.
You just take it one game at a time, one session at a time. Just go out there, do it for the fans, do it for the shirt, and no problem. Why didn't Yutani? I kissed the badge.
Give 100%.
Playing football is about playing good football, and football is about football. And we love football. We're here to play some football. There we are.
It's practice, man. It's practice.
And of course, we cannot forget our MVP, our marine violence person, Laura.
Oh, I didn't see you there. I'm Laura. I am the other half of the Midday Movies podcast, where we analyze movies through the lens of history and other thoughts. I am your friendly neighborhood colonial marine
No, you're not.
I have a chip on my shoulder and a grenade launcher in my heart.
Oh.
I love that.
And thankfully, not an alien on your face.
And
Yes.
no alien on my face, which was not a certainty halfway
Yet.
into last episode. You stop with that.
Yeah, midday movies co-host very quickly became midday maulings. We were just about taken out. That was not fun.
Yeah. Yeah, R.I.P. midday movies. But
You
I'm looking
lived
forward.
this time.
Thank you again.
Clearly.
Looking forward to the next thing, the hatch, the death of more slimy creatures, the use of more grenades. Yeah.
Excellent. So we find the 6 of you in this hallway, which again, where the majority of our podcast has thus far been spent. The ground is sizzling. These plants are kind of covered in this acid from these weird worms that came out. Their carapace looks like this mixture of metal and organic components and wood or like some kind of plant biomass. You all might want to take a beat. Several of you got some light injuries. You're all feeling your hearts racing. You may want to try and find a place that you could potentially rest for a bit.
Are we going where Pionik was? Pionik had a fairly sturdy place to stay, didn't he?
He did, although it does not have a functioning door anymore. But as long as you post up, you should be able to rest there safely.
So first, I'd like to look around, see if there's anything that we can recover from this terrible crime scene. Sorry, this terrible fight scene. And then ask Pionik where might be a good place to hunker down, since we desperately need to recover.
He kind of thinks about it. You're looking over, and there's very little that could be recovered here. Nobody had any kind of weapons that got dropped, anything that got thrown about, other than some acid burns and some empty containers of Narpalev. There's not too much that's been left behind. And a lot of shells. Pionik kind of thinks about it. We probably want somewhere where we could shut doors. And we could go back to the electrical engineering room. If we push some stuff in front of the doorway, we could probably get some rest there.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm not super excited about going back in there, but we can get out now since you guys think you opened the door permanently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All in favor?
And
Yeah. Let's re-traumatize him, but critically avoid any more slithery boys in that hallway.
No more danger noodles.
Can I use my empathy skill to soothe him about going back into his traumatic place?
He seems like he's okay. He's not thrilled about it, but he seems willing to kind of head back in there.
Do it. We'll put in a good word for you for your next promotion. You really came through there, buddy.
next promote.
We'll tell Sharon how great he was.
We will. And Kevin, I am willing to put in a good word for you with Sharon. I know she's had some thoughts, but you really came through, buddy. We appreciate you.
Oh, DM, you know how it's been well established now that Lucky is a company man.
Oh, absolutely. Indisputably, some
The
would
fact
say.
that Okamoto has said he's going to put in a good word here, would that not reduce my stress immediately?
It would not. However, that will be something we can take into account when we go through the resting rooms.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, but I have perked up. I have found my cigarettes. That's what's happened to me. Oh my God.
He's so delighted he doesn't know himself.
Hell yeah. I'd stand up visibly taller.
So, you definitely can all kind of take shelter in electrical engineering. The group of you are able to get into there.
All right, I'm moving.
Yeah, I like it. Into electrical engineering.
Yeah, feel free to put yourselves in there.
Now that Okamoto has said that, I'm very like, all right, gang, let's go. Okay, come on. I am.
Love it.
I do notice there's a patch of grass in electrical engineering, though. Is that...
Oh, yeah. Even,
that good?
Even in electrical engineering, there is this stuff that has grown up through here. Now, important question for Jason.
Oh.
Is Freya opening that door?
Nope. I thought I was moving to electrical engineering, and that was not it.
Oh, are we just in
I
it?
will move
Oh,
you guys
we're
over
here.
into there.
Oh my God, we went the wrong direction.
There's electrical engineering.
Yeah, I was going to say, I watched on the map as Jason just completely went around to the electrical engineering room with everyone else, was like, opening new doors, heading out to go explore.
Oh, I'm just bleeding and stressed, so I've got 1 HP left, so I'm just hanging on and giving out compliments and trying to get to a rest spot.
Now,
I'm not thinking
now, dear listener, I cannot stress this enough. Steven has taken 1 damage. And he has 1 HP remaining.
I have 1 HP left.
Oh,
It's half.
God, you frail little thing.
Yes. Yes. Why do you think I wasn't jazzed about what went down there? This is fighting aliens.
Oh, I completely misread.
Fighting aliens and creepy monsters. That is not my forte.
An important question. How long do you all want to rest for? Each turn that you rest, which is going to be about 5 to 10 minutes, you can recover a point of stress and a missing health.
So at least 10 minutes, right?
Well, we at least 10 minutes, yes.
Okamoto only needs 10 minutes and he's good to go.
I do actually, because
He's got a bunch of drugs in
I'd
him.
like to rest at least 30 minutes.
I do believe a lot of us have pretty high
But-
stress.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think we should
5,
maybe
7.
do a 30 minutes so we can get our stress back down to a manageable level.
Oh, I like that. That's not bad.
Should we maybe do a full lunch hour?
Yeah, asking the group here, how long would you like to rest to fully de-stress? What do you think? Do you think, like as Leaf and Bao suggested, an hour, 10 minutes, like a long lunch, like a Friday lunch?
On the one hand, I need 70 minutes because I'm on 7. But again, I just got told you're getting a good word in with the bosses. So I might need 10 minutes less. And, I'm hoping because of that, if I do a full hour, I'll get to 7.
I will give you +1 additional stress recovery due to your excitement at this possible
just
promotion.
yeah. So if I get a full hour, then I'm good to go on that.
Yeah. Let's take a long lunch, a Friday lunch, if you will.
Okay.
I start drinking
Gosh,
immediately.
If only we had a good podcast to listen to over our lunch hour.
Indeed.
We'll have to think about that.
Lunch is right around midday. Is that what you're saying?
Everyone immediately starts playing their podcast.
Mhm. That's what I hear. That's what I hear.
Yeah, typically right around
Working
that
in some
midday.
promotion after almost murdering people.
Strange.
That's kind of you. I like that. I do accept promotion
Yes.
in lieu of apologies.
You can always watch midday movies over your lunch break. It's an excellent movie podcast to listen to while you enjoy your food.
So the group of you take some time to recover. There are also, as you're all resting, a few things that you could be looking into here in electrical engineering.
Oh, we're not sleeping. We're just like lounging.
Yeah.
Oh, so we don't have to sleep. Okay.
It's
that's
tea
good.
time. Just
Yeah.
relaxing, taking a break.
So yeah, this is like being able to sit, get some water, get some food. Speaking of, everyone is going to need to consume 1 thing of water.
You got it. I have successfully watered.
Oh gosh.
Miss Marine and her big words.
How do I get panic from water?
Unfortunately, Lucky, you wound up guzzling the last of that. So you did reduce your water by 1. There are also a few other things here in electrical engineering that might be interesting to some of you. If anyone would like to, you can spend some time searching this room to try and find anything of value.
That'd be an observation roll.
I would love to.
That would be an observation roll. There are also some electrical terminals,
Yep.
computer terminals, and electrical conduits.
Let me take a look at those computer terminals.
I would like to check out a computer terminal. Can I push him to the side so I can look at it first?
Absolutely.
If Amelia is pushing me to the side, now she slighted me twice, and I will remember. Okamoto
Okay,
will
never
remember
mind.
this.
You know,
No,
he,
you can
he
do it.
does
You can
do
do
better
it.
with computers than I do. So can I just look over his shoulder?
hmm
Okay.
Can she help me by looking over my shoulder, or does it actually? make me-
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay. So,
So that'll give you a +1 bonus when you make a Comtech roll.
okay. There, I'm helping you. Stop being mad at me.
Okay.
So, Steven,
panicking.
what are you trying to pull up?
Let's see. What I'm trying to pull up, I'm trying to figure out where there might be more people on the ship,
Mhm.
and where there might be more supplies, and if
Mhm.
possible, where our objective is.
hmm
This faster than light drive that we're trying to figure out, hyperdrive we're trying
Yep.
to find.
So, the good news there is you're able to find all of those pretty quickly. If you can just give me a quick Comtech roll and add a +1 bonus to it.
Thank you, Amelia. Appreciate your service to the company, and 4
Right.
successes.
Killing it, you find quite a bit. You start digging through some of these computer systems, you start taking a look at a couple of things. You even successfully find in this room a long data disk that was plugged in to this terminal for recording information.
Oh,
Can I take a look at that?
yeah, sure.
Do I need to roll an observation roll to look at that?
Nope.
Okay. Thank you.
I
Yeah.
hand it to Amelia to take a look at.
Why, thank you. This will. How do we access the information on this long data disk?
So this would basically be like an old tape style computer disk. So the kind of thing that you would plug into a terminal and be able to record and upload information.
Interesting.
This one was at the time blank, but you'd be able to load this into a terminal system and download information onto it.
Interesting. Okamoto, do you mind if I have all these pockets? I could keep this safe later.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna slide that into one of my many pockets, snuggle it up against one of the kittens, hang on to that for later.
Then I'll take it out of my
Excellent.
inventory and I'll let you add it to yours.
Thank you.
So feel free to put a long data disk in your character sheet. Stephen, you get a lot of info with 4 successes.
Ooh, yes.
You are able to see the Hans Ruedi drive, which is what you've come here for, is going to be controlled via the engineering controls. Now, the bad news is it is hardline to those. There is no other way to shut it down other than to be in the adjacent engineering control room. Even Mother cannot shut down that drive. However, if you can find a way into engineering control, you could power it off and then successfully begin the work of removing it from the ship. You successfully locate all of the key systems that currently still have power, and right now you can move power to other areas of the ship.
Ooh.
The only things that you cannot power down are the life support and the Hans Ruedi drive specifically.
Okay.
You could, for instance, power up or power down Mother. You could power on or off things like the communications system, bridge controls, as well as lights in various places.
Interesting. Do I...
You don't have to do anything, obviously, but you could turn on every single light.
I could. Okay, so I let everyone know, here's what I've learned, here's what we can do. And then I assume that Leaf Fen is like, hey, you want to turn every light on? Because these aliens are everywhere.
Can I ask, is there any like inventory room do you see on that old computer thing you got going? Like, I feel like we should have more than I can't blowtorch my way out of every situation.
Oh, like an armory?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or
Do I identify an
storage
armory or a
department?
map of anything? Any sort?
Yeah, maps.
You are not able to load a map onto your personal data drive, in part because Brian wasn't able to make one. It's possible in a future session you might be able to find such a thing. We'll get to that. However, from here, you are able to see kind of the basic layout of the ship. You know that on this deck, there is a communications room. There is a buggy bay where they have all of their EVA suits and backup stored. And there is engineering control, as well as the lockers and bunks and the airlock that you already saw.
And I think that EVA bay or buggy bay might have a lot of equipment there. But anyway, yeah.
Sorry, on the other deck, you have an infirmary, the hypersleep compartments, the ship's mother unit, as well as the bridge, and the ship's mess.
Oh, well, I think we should see if we can make our way to that deck, because not only can we go to the mess to get more food and water, but accessing Mother and the bridge might be very helpful information. I think we might be able to get a little more information up there.
Agreed. But also communication station?
Yeah, so I think we've got the comm station, we've got the buggy bay, we've got the infirmary, we've got the mess, all very helpful things. Which one is the most important to us?
Which is the closest?
Which one do we need to get to the fastest?
Why don't we try and tackle them one by one up to the wherever the furthest is?
Oh, good point. Can I tell which one's closer?
From what you can find, and again, you can kind of adjust power lines and you can see kind of how that system is distributed. The communications and buggy bay are kind of here on the first deck. You suspect the engineering control is through the other sealed door that's behind you. Because there's another one of those big heavy-duty security doors that's blocking from electrical engineering into engineering control. You think they're probably about the same distance from you, give or take.
Okay. Well, one of them seems like it's easily accessible, the comms bay and the buggy bay. I think we should check out the comms bay first, see if we can find anybody else that's on deck, because they can be a valuable resource, as Pionik has been, and then go to the buggy bay. And then after that, check out the infirmary and mess hall.
How about we split up? And hear me out. Okamoto, Bionic, you come with me. Freya, Amelia, you come with me too. Lee Feng, you hit the buggy bay. We'll get back to you in 20 minutes.
Lucky you just had regained my trust. I'm starting to worry that this may be a bad idea. But
No, you're the boss. Sorry, and I salute you.
I do not react due to my extreme relaxation from Narpaleave.
And actually getting to rest for a minute.
yes.
Oh yeah. Like I'm fully Lucky is off in my mind. And when I go back on duty, I will turn him back on in my perceptions.
All right, now a last couple of questions. While Okamoto is digging through the computer system, typing in code, hitting different keys, Amelia's kind of scoping it out, has picked up this long data disk she seems interested in. Is there anything anyone else wants to do in this room?
I wanted to, I suppose, use the observation skill or whatever, but I basically I wanted to see in this room, is there any sort of iron bar or anything that I can use, fashion as a weapon in that way?
Good call.
But yeah.
In here, there isn't as much in the way of that, but you do think, given your knowledge of engineering, you might be able to splice a cable from the power conduits into some of your batteries to recharge them.
Oh, okay, that'll do.
Time to
Oh,
recharge
yeah,
the
so
batteries.
my power,
You
I
also
just
think
realized,
this would be very dangerous if you fuck it up.
so my power there was 4, but should I have put that down to 3 since the last time? Remember you said the cut and torch use some power.
So for every 1 that was rolled on the power check, it drops by 1. So it was previously 4. It would actually have fallen all the way down to 3. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I'll move to 3 now. Yeah. Why not? I'll give it a go.
Okay.
What am I doing? I'm just pulling it out by my bare hands.
So no, you're obviously using tools. You've
Okay,
got HV gloves on. So give me a heavy machinery test.
Oh, okay. That's a 3 on it. Oh, success.
what'd you
1.
get?
1 success
Great.
and 0 panic, because Lucky don't panic
Anymore.
anymore.
Now that
Nobody
he's had a break.
Yeah.
Now, Kevin, I'm going to throw this out there. That is enough to succeed.
All right.
You could get 1 power back and bring yourself up to 4.
Yeah.
Or if you wanted to push this roll, you could go fishing for an extra power and get back up to 5.
Yes, but if I push it and then I get a panic, isn't that like, well, you're dead. You got electrocuted. That was the end of Lucky. So I'm kind of tempted to be like, no.
I am only here to offer you options. You've got so many dice. What could go wrong?
Says the devil. No.
That is correct. That is my role as the game master, is to be the devil.
Yeah. No.
So you're going to play it safe?
I'm playing it safe. I'm playing it correctly.
Okay.
And I am just taking back my power.
Excellent. So feel free to bring that from 3 to 4.
Yeah. Who needs water?
And Jason, did Freya want to do any searching around the room and see if there's anything of value in here?
Yeah, absolutely. She's going to do she's got a pretty good observation skill on this. Observation is 3, wits is 5. 1 success.
Nice. Well, it almost feels like we're back to the beginning before we accumulated that giant amount of panic. This room, you will actually get a roll on the science search table. And Freya, while kind of rooting around, has successfully found a fire extinguisher in here.
Oh, fantastic.
Could come in handy later.
Yeah, can I carry that with me? Just add that
Absolutely.
onto my stuff?
Feel free to add that to your inventory with a weight of 1. Now again, because I love to do fishing, would Freya like to push that roll? Because I will say there is something else here you could notice.
Absolutely, I'll definitely push that roll.
Yeah, I think you should always push.
Somebody listens to the devil.
These risky frontier justice marshals.
That's 4 successes, so
Wow.
I'll definitely take that.
All right, so you did get +1 stress out of that. However, you got a lot of successes on there.
Excellent.
So Freya's looking around, and Freya, snooping is the wrong word for what Freya does. Investigating is much more accurate. And something here just doesn't quite sit right with Freya as she does her initial search. And she gives it a real thorough looking over. And something doesn't quite add up. As she's looking around this place, you remember, Bionic mentioned he was stuck in here for a while. There's no food in this room. There's no empty water bottle containers.
Oh,
There's
Bionic.
it's a little gross to mention, but there's nowhere to use the facilities.
Oh.
These are the kind of things a human being needs.
Pionix is synthetic.
Yep. Pionix is synthetic.
He was too
Do
good.
we know what synthetics are?
You do.
All right.
Now, keep in mind, players, Shay, since this is your first time playing an RPG, Amelia doesn't know this yet. Only Freya has picked up on this fact.
Can I stand beside Okamoto and go, God, that Pionix is a hell of a man, isn't he? Helping you out. Good guy.
You know
I
what?
like to imagine
He
Okamoto's
is.
like, shh, I'm still digging. Lights on, lights off. Lights on, lights off.
Give me 1 minute to finish my computer investigation, my Comtech investigation. But yes, he did do good work.
Yeah, I hold up my hands and then slowly put them on his butt.
All right, continuing a now facehuggers and friends
Every-
tradition.
Yeah.
Every episode, Lucky's got to touch at least one butt.
Wait, did he touch my butt?
Yeah,
did.
My hands are so big and firm. They're kind of like the seats on a roller coaster. You
Oh,
just
so you're
sink
just-
into.
You
Gently
were just
cupping.
offering him a seat.
I
I like to
I
imagine in
politely-
Lucky's final moments facing some terrifying xenomorph. He's just like, I'm going to die as I lived. I'm going to touch the booty.
You know what? Sometimes you need to stretch really.
politely decline that the hand seat that's been offered to me, and I keep an eye on my butt in the future.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to stop that.
See, this is actually the origin of the Marine expression, watch your ass. It's not like monitor your six. It's make sure your comrade is not like,
Yeah,
would you like somewhere to sit? My hands are free.
Do you know what? It was funny.
I'm a sexual harassment lawsuit waiting to happen.
It was fun. Let's be honest. It was funny and endearing at the start, but I figure now I've crossed over into perv territory and creep territory, so I'm going to pull back from that. So my hands go to my own butt.
Don't make it awkward.
Like,
oh, yeah, because that's not awkward.
I must also make an observation that Lucky hasn't brought up his Google phone in at least an hour.
hmm
Exactly. Well, I was so stressed to even look at it.
yeah.
All right, now, with all of you rested, and only one of you with now a little bit of stress, what are you all going to do? Are you going to head up to the next deck? Are you going to
What
head
was the
through
first room?
that door at the end of the hallway and try and find the communications or buggy rooms?
Comtech buggy room. That's my.
They were the
vote.
first two on the list, weren't they?
Yeah,
I'm going to follow Okamoto.
and they're the ones without heavy doors in front of them. I think the clearest path is those, and then we very quickly go and check out the other, the infirmary and the mess hall, because I think Amelia brought up some good points. There's a lot of good stuff in there that we should hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm
Excellent.
pretty interested in getting to the bridge.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
I don't
Yeah.
know if anybody else is
Yeah, that's probably a good
interested.
call.
Yeah,
but
whichever-
I guess we can go Okamoto's way first and then make our way there. I don't know. I'll go wherever Leaf and Bow goes because my hand is in her belt. So
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
But
that's not-
critically
that's
not
okay.
anywhere near my butt.
no.
Like this is an HR approved hand on loop of belt.
Mhm.
Yes, this is like lower back territory at a school dance. We're fine here.
This is leaving room for Jesus.
Exactly. It's like how teachers can touch shoulders and that's fine.
Yes, we're leaving room for Jesus in between.
I
things.
Space Jesus, pardon me.
I quietly appreciate their friendship, but I say nothing.
I feel like you all explaining that to Lucky is him back in HR training, where he's like, I don't get it. I just don't. What's a lower back and what's an ass? You know, that's
Fine line.
fine
Lower
line.
back ass.
There should be a line. Should be a tattooed line so everyone knows. But yeah, whichever. I don't mind all those rooms. I just think whichever is closest, and then you work your way forward instead of going all the way to one room and then coming back the way.
I agree
But
with
yeah,
that.
so if the communications and buggy room is buggy bay is the first two, then yeah, let's head out.
Yeah.
Yay, promotion.
And as you all are getting kind of ready, Leaf and Bow, your suit begins flashing that you have an incoming radio message.
Ooh.
Intriguing. Can I go to a corner and listen to it?
Sort of like a live like ping of like messaging coming right now. So yeah, you can kind of like stake out a little bit of a spot. You could also always head out into the hall if you'd like.
Oh yeah. Sorry guys, I've got to take this.
Okay.
But yeah, it would be tough to like answer without anyone noticing necessarily.
Lucky looks at his
Yeah,
phone to see if he's got any messages. He hasn't.
No. There's a little bit of a crackling, and then you hear Dr. Jack. Hello?
Dr. Jack.
Checking in. I haven't heard from anyone in a bit. Pardon me. Sorry, I've gotten a bit of congestion. Where's everyone at? It's been about an hour, I think.
Yes, good looking out, Dr. Jack. Thank you for checking in. Hey guys who are also in this room, remember Dr. Jack? I sure did.
Critical character.
Oh, Dr. Jack. I love Jack's my man. I walk out excited for the first time.
Yeah, we're all really
hear what's
excited to
going on
hear
with
from
Dr.
you. We have a great plan and a great hallway to offer you.
I lean into Leaf and Bow's communication and go, "Hey, buddy, how you doing? It's been a while. You doing all right there?"
Yep. Everything is continuing okay here. I've been investigating the strange plant creature. I haven't made too much progress on it yet, but this is fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Just checking in. Is everything going well on your side?
Well, yeah.
Sure. For a minute,
Sure.
it was
Sure.
dodgy, but we've had some rest. It's great now,
And
and I
faces-
mean it because again, the drugs in my system are very pleased with the situation.
I do have to be transparent though, Jack. Faces were grabbed, butts were touched, and none of it was consensual. So we're having a bit of a PR issue, a bit of an HR issue over here, but it's fine now. We got through it.
Not all of that was lucky.
That is true.
Not all of it.
It was all lucky, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. Don't worry. He was only the butts. You know he likes butts. We just accept that about him now. But there were some face hugger things that try to grab our face, and we got through them though. They were
Sorry,
dead.
repeat. What?
There were creatures that jumped and tried to hug our faces, and we killed them.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah, we've got some stuff for you to look at. I think you'll be really pleased.
Roger. Should I head out into the hallway or wait for you here in the antechamber?
Come with us.
Yeah. My feeling is you should join us here. We've cleared out things.
But watch your butts because, not just for Lucky, but there's other things out there.
Yeah, and I mean, Dr. Jack, you might find things that you can use in the infirmary since you are a doctor, right? Question mark.
I am, yes.
They would at least have a specimen bag for
Well,
all of this.
Okamoto. Oh, are you healed now?
I am.
Okay, so I guess you don't need medical attention. That was what I was.
No, but I like him around. I think of him as kind of Lucky.
What?
I was waiting for that.
Sorry, Lucky.
What? We already have a Lucky.
Excuse me?
So Dr. Jack comes kind of jogging up the hallway.
Lucky will remember that.
Side eye from Lucky on that one.
Sorry, Lucky.
And once he gets to electrical engineering where you're all holed up, he looks at you kind of quizzically and says, did you all see this in the hall?
See what?
See it, I did it.
You also notice his eyes are very red and puffy, and he's got a very red puffy nose as well.
Ooh.
I'd like to observe him a little more closely. Just do an observation roll or maybe a medical aid roll. I don't know.
What are you trying to determine?
What the
'Cause
heck is
that'll help
going on with him?
Okay, give me medical aid.
Yeah. Okay. Would anyone like to help with that? Does anyone have medical aid?
I'm terrible at helping people.
Ooh,
Abilities.
I doubt it. But
I've got a 0 I can offer you.
I'll take it.
Really?
Sure.
Yeah, I got a 0 as well on medical aid.
You would need at least 1 point in that to be
Oh.
able to provide help.
I have
okay.
one. I have a 1. And I feel like
Lucky, would you like to?
I'm staring at him because you just called him Lucky. So I'm like, what's so goddamn lucky about this doctor?
So yeah, Stephen, feel free to make a medical aid test with a +1 bonus.
You'll see. Thank you for your help. 0 successes. No successes.
You know what I'm going to ask. Would you like to push this roll?
I think you should say yeah, because I'm right beside you going, no, seriously, what is goddamn lucky about this guy?
Okay. All right. I feel a
It's
little
up to you.
pressured. I do
Yeah.
feel a little I do feel a little pressured by Lucky, so I am going to push this roll. I wouldn't,
Okay.
but I will.
Oh,
No successes and
No.
1 panic.
So in that case, roll a d6 for me.
Wonderful.
All right,
got a
I have
2.
good news. You managed to keep it together. So you get a 2 on the die. You add your panic score of 1, just comes out to a 3. So could be way worse. It takes you a second, but yeah, you kind of shake it off. You have a moment of just like, Lucky, I swear if you have to talk in my ear one more I'm fine. I'm fine. That's not how a manager talks to someone. But yeah, you're staring at Jack and you don't know what's going on. He's clearly not feeling his best, but you're not quite sure why.
Okay.
can I just say to Jack, you all right, champ? You look a bit under the weather.
Yeah, just I think maybe space travel must not agree with me well.
I'm going to make sure I stay away from Jack just in case it's
Mhm.
contagious.
Yeah, we
fair
don't
enough.
want any of that
Jack-
shit.
Did you get exposed to anything while you were in there? I mean, you're a doctor. Think about it from that perspective. Like anything that you would worry about if a patient of yours was exposed to something? Like, do you think you were exposed to something weird?
Not that I can think of.
Okay.
I was making sure to keep gloves on and didn't have any of that strange creature's blood touch me.
Okay.
I do have quite a bit of information that I've gathered about that, but I suspect there's very little of it that you don't already know. Pretty sure that was a human being.
What?
The creature, the one made of branches.
Hmm.
Yeah, in our first session.
That was definitely at one point a human being. But you all mentioned weird worm creatures. There's nothing here in the hallway.
We killed it.
Say that again.
Can we
Do you go out into the hallway to look?
out? Yeah, have a peek out.
Yeah,
Uh,
I just need to
mhm.
get eyes on that.
Yep. You go into the hallway and take a look, and where those worms were, all of the acid has completely dissolved itself, and from the bodies have sprung up a host of flowers.
Are they nice flowers?
Okay.
That could have been
They
worse.
are
Go over and smell them. You really want to do that?
They are flowers that have kind of sharply bladed leaves and
yeah,
a
that's a
deep
trap.
fuchsia color to them.
Why does Amelia have a big X over her face?
Because I accidentally put myself on top of a worm and now I can't
Okay.
move.
Oh no. Okay, so I don't know any of this from any roles, but just off of what I've seen.
I did it again.
So Amelia dies, sniffing flowers.
There you go.
Yeah.
You should be able to move.
So just off of what I've seen as Okamoto, I would like to propose to the group here. There's some weird stuff happening. These creatures that we killed had acid blood and now have seemed to dissolve into flowers. So I would not ingest anything that they put out, any sort of weird pollen. Don't get close to them. Probably don't. Maybe we don't touch things without having our mouths covered. We don't know what they could do to us. So just be very careful.
Let's also keep a nice safe distance from Jack Powell, who
Yeah,
seems
what
to
do we
be
do about
infected
Dr. Jack?
with
Do we?
something. Do we have
Well-
a mask to give him? Can we mask
Oh.
him?
Right.
Can we lock him away somewhere?
Well-
He is happy to stay in electrical engineering and
Great.
keep looking through specimens and looking into research while you guys continue to explore.
Actually, he might be handy near the
I am
computer.
not happy for him. I am
That's
not happy
definitely
for
true.
him to do that. I'm very worried about his health, actually. I'd like to see if he wants to go to the infirmary with us.
He doesn't know where the infirmary is yet, but once you've found it, he's happy to meet you there.
Okay.
But
Um,
as you are bringing up these concerns, he is happy to self-isolate until you guys have found an infirmary.
okay.
Oh,
Because he-
that's very kind.
Because he's a good patient.
But why don't we?
Very
Why don't we
thoughtful.
just put him in front of us a couple of feet and just say walk?
That's also
Right.
an option. I don't know that your party members would necessarily appreciate that one.
No, but you know what I mean. Like he's fine, but just we'll find the infirmary. Goodbye, and then off he goes.
All right.
Do
Amelia
the words
opens up-
human shield mean anything to you?
Yes. Big fan, apparently. Now,
Is this about all the butt stuff we were complaining about?
I will just say Okamoto's very opposed to this idea. Jack, maybe you go hang out, check out that creature that you've been examining, self-isolate. We will very quickly call you when we are ready to go to the infirmary because I just want to make sure you're in good spirits and good health.
and he will continue to radio in and keep in contact if anything changes.
Just can I ask, just I suppose the group, if we're letting him self-isolate, would he not be better to stay here in this communication or this room?
Mhm.
At least he's near a computer instead of going back to the place where he might
Yeah.
have already got sick from.
Yeah, that's what he was
Yeah.
planning on, was staying here in electrical.
Oh,
in
I
electrical.
thought he was
yeah.
going back. Yeah.
All right, moving forward.
Yeah.
Opening a door, moving through it.
Amelia
Let's do it.
opens up the door,
Heroically.
and in the hallway beyond, she sees more of these plants that have grown up. There's more kind of almost a bush that's created. It looks like a spiny, almost coniferous thing. There's a door to the eastern side and a door to the western side. And there's also a ladder up above that connects to a upstairs deck.
Ooh, upper deck.
Are we by the comms area?
You take a look at the two doors. The one to the east is marked with communications.
Ooh. Okay. Why do you say we go check that out?
Just wondering, does the other one on the left there, on the west side, does that have any
That one is
info
unmarked.
on what that leads to?
That one is unmarked.
Yeah, well then. Yeah, no, I just wanted to see, was it anything?
We've mentioned this spiny bush, and I see it here. Are we just ignoring it, or should we look at it a little bit closer just to make sure it's not something that's going to spring out weird worms out of us or something?
Beautiful. Who has good observation skills?
I mean, I have a
That's
level
me.
1, but
Freya, get that fire extinguisher ready as well.
That's right. Actually, that's a great thing. I'm going to definitely ready the fire extinguisher.
Amelia kind of steps forward. There's another plant that you've seen here before. It looks like one that had grown out of some water barrels before. And it's a long, viney kind of plant with very large, heavy stalks on it.
What kind of fire extinguisher is this? Is it CO2? Is it chemical?
Given that it's a Wayland Yutani ship, chemical.
Okay, that's too bad.
It's whatever the most likely to have side effects chemical extinguisher is.
That's on brand.
Probably an asbestos-based fire extinguisher.
I'd like to ready the just shoots the microplastics right into you. The Freya's probably going to ready her stun baton and then use her powers of observation on this.
I'd like to help Freya because I think that's a good idea.
Mhm. Sure thing.
And I've got 3 observation.
So feel free to make an observation check, Freya, and add a +1 bonus. Don't panic.
2 successes, 1 panic. Oh,
What did I just tell you about not doing? I gave you
Not
one
panic.
job, and it was don't panic.
Push it.
You can't. Once you've panicked, you already failed.
Once you panic. Oh.
Panic's off.
So roll a d6 for me and add. We'll add your panic score to it.
Oh, lovely.
Ooh.
That's a 7.
Mm-hmm. Does anyone happen to remember what a 7 is?
Nervous
Twitchy
twitch.
hands, nervous twitch.
Yep. So on a 7, Freya's looking at this thing, kind of getting closer to it with a stun baton, and she swears she sees it move. And so she just jabs it with the stun baton in a nervous kind of motion, sending a crackle of electricity out. And everyone has a moment of like, oh God, what was that? So everyone gains +1 panic.
Oh, God.
But critically, does it stun the bush?
I do have close combat here.
Yep, it doesn't seem to react.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Oh, and Jason, just checking in. There is kind of that coniferous bush, and there's also that like growth with all the stalks on it. Which one did you want a stun gun?
Probably the growth with the stalks.
Okay, got it.
Great choice.
Can't go wrong.
This is anything like broccoli. This sounds like something that would be broccoli. I do not care for broccoli.
he's like, set it on fire, please. And then I'll
Burn it, nuke it from.
So you poke this thing with the electrical stun gun, zap it. It doesn't seem to react. However, you do after a second hear a poof and see a thick cloud of spores coming out of it.
Right.
gonna jump back.
I'll cover my mouth as fast as I possibly can.
Yeah.
What's my reaction here?
I'm moving as far away
let's
from
see.
that as possible. and also
Your reaction
covering the
is inhaling
Ah,
spores.
crap.
Oh,
No.
All right. Well, I guess I'm inhaling spores.
They, after only just like a couple of seconds, are no longer kind of puffing out. Like imagine you hit a puffball mushroom and it kind of projected that cloud into the room. But Everybody quickly tries to get like things over their mouths, but you all definitely wind up inhaling some of these.
All of
God damn
us?
All of you.
Oh.
Are you sure? Because we're like all the way over by the comm station.
It
Yeah.
filled the
What
whole
say
room.
about poking around with things?
But
All right, stop
Uh,
poking things.
You do
Let's
also
continue.
notice you each have a slightly sweet taste in your mouth now,
Is it almonds?
but it has a vaguely acidic undertaste to it.
Oh, no.
so like an orange?
It's like broccoli, you know?
Oh no, don't do it.
Yeah, kind of like an orange, but almost that feeling of waking up with very bad acid indigestion after having had too many
Ooh.
sweet things.
Okay, so at this point, I think we should hit the comms deck and immediately go over to the infirmary because
Yeah,
we have
infirmary
ingested some
right
dangerous
away.
stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, isn't the infirmary the other deck?
Yeah, that'll be upstairs,
Yeah.
but you can access
Well,
that
then-
through here with the hatch.
That's where we
Okay.
need to go. Hatchet.
All right.
Yeah.
So are you opening up comms first?
Oh yeah.
Okay. The green lights of the consoles blink in the darkness, running communications and sensor data across the screens. The hum of computer consoles breaks the monotonous silence, outside of the creak of the ship and the distant low hum of the engines. The communications room smells foul due to the corpse. Hanging above the computer consoles, suspended by cables pulled from the ceiling, is a human corpse. Its stomach has been torn open, as if something ripped its way out from the inside.
This is so much worse than spores.
Its expression
Could have started with
is
spores.
difficult to read, since it's locked in what looks like joy. But flowers and grasses have grown from its face, ears, and hairline, covering its features, except for a mouth locked in a rictus smile. What do you all do?
Not feel great.
Pack it up, go home.
Nobody touch it. Nobody touch it.
That's when you know as a GM you nailed the description. It's the PCs. What do you do? Close the door. Fuck that.
And we're out.
Well, I mean, I feel like we're in here. We see the corpse. It's already dead. We should probably do a quick observation before we leave this
Yeah.
room. So, can I roll an
Absolutely.
observation?
Mm-hmm. Yep, you could head in. And are you searching the room? Are you doing anything with the computer terminals? Are you searching the body?
I'd avoid the body.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find other people on the deck, so I'd probably do a comtech check and see if I can find where other people might be on the decks.
So the communications room is mostly about long distance communication.
Okay.
Shay, you are pretty familiar with this. It's not as exciting as being on the bridge, but this is where you could get all of the coordinates and travel data from this ship.
Oh, interesting. So, would that be a comtech roll?
Pulling
Or
all that
observation.
actually would be super easy.
Okay. What do I do?
Is that something you're looking to have?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay. You are very quickly able to pull this up. You discover this particular ship, the Demeter, has been running as quiet as it can in the United Progressive People's space. They have intentionally flown outside of the United Americas and are operating in effectively enemy space.
Interesting.
You've also got engine performance information that's accessible from here with all of the details about that HR engine.
Interesting. I think we need that. You know, I've got this long data disk. Can I use that to store some information? Because we might need that for later.
Absolutely.
Yeah, why don't I pop that in there and let's download some of the information, maybe about the flight and the navigation and the drive.
Yep. You're able to pull all that onto a long data disk. Is anyone else doing anything in this room?
Oh yeah. Are the comm stations locked at all, or can anyone use them?
No, they're all open.
Okay. I'm gonna just sidle over onto one and do a tiny thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Just push some buttons.
just a tiny little thing.
Yep.
Everybody's being real casual.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah, real casual, long distance call. Don't worry about it.
Checking in, anything that Freya is doing in this room. I noticed that she was previously in kind of that antechamber. Is she heading in as well?
Yep, she's gonna head in and just last one went a little disastrous, so she's probably just gonna observe what everybody else is doing.
Okay. Did she want to search the room at all?
But she's definitely wants to keep an eye on Pionik. So is Pionik joining us, or is he staying in that room?
He was still in the antechamber, kind of looking around. He's sort of watching you all run into there, and he's looking up at the lights. He's kind of just like goggling his head around, staring at things.
Sure. Knowing what she knows or observed last room, I
Mhm.
think Freya's
Just
going to
keeping
stay
a
by
close
the
eye on
door
him.
and keep an
Okay.
eye on him. Yeah.
What's Lucky going to do in here?
Do you know how the body is just hanging there?
Yep.
We're all like, anyway, let's check the communication stuff. I'm not going near it, but you said the middle of it had like something had clearly burst out of it or
Yep.
something. I know we came in that door. Can I just look at the ceiling? There's no vents or anything that's like, monster jumped down or
Give me an observation check.
one success.
Okay. We'll get back to that
Panic.
one in just a second. I want to make sure I do give everyone a chance. Steven, is there anything Akamoto is doing in this room?
Yeah, I'd like to run some Comtech checks to see if I can find anyone else aboard the Demeter
Mhm.
and understand what's going on here.
I would say between here and electrical engineering, you've gotten enough familiarity with the system, so feel free to make a Comtech roll. Now, I do have some bad news for you. Li Fen grabbed the seat in the southeast corner. Amelia grabbed the seat in the northeast corner, which means the only free seat is below that corpse.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna wait
Okay. Until a new spot is
they're
opened up.
done and say, hey, when y'all are done, I'd love to get to one of the terminals, but I am not going underneath that guy.
All right. Then, as Okamoto's kind of waiting, Li Fen is punching in a couple of keys, and you hear the clacking of computer sounds. Amelia's getting some data downloaded. Lucky looks up and sees a little bit of movement from the ceiling. Clinging is a large humanoid shape. It must
Don't
be
like it.
about 6, maybe 7 feet tall. Smooth, carapace skin that's greenish in cast. It has an eyeless face, and it slowly opens its jaws, revealing metal teeth. And a little bit of slaver dribbles down onto Lucky's forehead.
How is this a success?
Find out what happens next. Next time.
Ah.
Oh, no.
How is that success? No panic.
Success.
Kevin, the
Yay.
success is you saw it and get to act.
Yeah. Instead of it jumping you
You get to
immediately.
actually kiss my ass goodbye. Yay.
Grab its butt. Lucky, grab its butt.
The no success would be it would get to act and you didn't see it coming.
Oh,
Here, I'll roll an empathy check.
But we'll find out what happens with that next time. All right, thank you all so much, and I can't wait for us to meet our first full-fledged
God.
alien. Let me just
I can
put
wait.
that right on the
Yeah.
map.
I can
All right,
wait.
no,
I would love to wait for the next alien.
I'll see you all next session. Bye. Bye. Hello, dear listener, and thank you so much for checking out Facehuggers and Friends, an alien RPG actual play podcast featuring members of the Umbrella Podcast Collective. Our theme song is Heart of the Beast by Kevin MacLeod, and you can find his music at www.incompetech.com, where there's an incredible selection of available music. This episode also features music from artist The Whaley, and you can find his work on YouTube and his Patreon. Links to the individual tracks are in the show notes. Amelia Edwards was played by Shay from the Rainy Day Rabbit Holes podcast. Li Fen Bao was played by Laura Fones. Okamoto Renzo was played by Stephen Frothingham. You can catch both of them at Midday Movies. Tamura Lucky Saburo was played by Kevin from the Tyrant in Training podcast. Freya Jaden was played by Jason, who you can sometimes find on Rainy Day Rabbit Holes. I'm your host and game master, Brian Kershaw, and you can find more of my work on Spirits and Monsters of Old Seattle. We are all proud members of the Umbrella Podcast Collective, and you can find our shows and other wonderful podcasts by looking for the Umbrella Podcast Collective on Instagram and other socials. Remember to keep an eye on the feed for brand new episodes of Facehuggers and Friends, because in space, no one can hear you podcast.